to own it. Just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here. Oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you.
We are at the new Flex Factory location on Champlain and Perrin. Remember, these boys have been in Clovis on Fowler and Herndon for years. So it's really exciting, brand new spot. We're gonna have Sydney over here give us a little tour. Hey, Sydney.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going good. Are you excited to be here? This is huge.
Yeah, we're happy to have you guys here, absolutely.
It went from like a smaller place to like this place is gigantic. So give us a tour.
Absolutely, yeah. Come over here. So we started obviously as our supplement store, and then we wanted to expand a little bit more. So the boys that are here that do all the nutrition and everything, they're very holistic with what they have their clients do, as well as having the people come in the store. So we wanted to take an approach from not only selling our supplements, but also taking it a little bit further with all their health, their wellness, all the recovery process, and all of that. So I can show you this way as well.
And look at all the awards that have been won. That's just like one of many, right?
Absolutely. One of many that we have. Both boys have won great awards, so they're very into the health and wellness and fitness culture, so we got a lot going on here.
Okay, well come on, let's see what else is going on here.
All right.
Is this the office?
Yeah, these are the two offices. So here is our one of our nutritionist offices. They have their own office, so they can be a little bit more private, talk to their clients, what's going on, and run down everything health, wellness, nutrition, and go down what exactly they eat, what exactly they do in the gym, along with the gut health as well. So that's where the holistic aspect
This is awesome.
comes
Remember
in.
last time it was in the smaller shop in front of everybody?
Right.
I don't need everyone knowing my body fat percentage and how much I weigh, so I like the privacy of this. It's really cool.
So they get to close the door and kind of talk to them a little bit more in private as well.
And this is there. So who's this? Which one's Jim's? Which one?
So this one's Jim's over here.
Oh, of course, you guys have your names.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys. I love the color coordination, by the way. These are like my favorite.
Right.
Gold, black, red.
Right. And what's really cool is like everybody has their own separate entity, and so he has his own business. Body by Jim Reyes is his own business.
They really do have their own brand. So
absolutely, yeah.
Oh my God. What happens on here?
Yeah, this here is our red light table. Our red light panel. And
do you get to vibrate at all?
Vibro table. Yeah, so this vibrates. So what's really cool is it's relaxing you on a cellular level. And so it's not only relaxing like your body, naturally by vibrating, but it's actually doing something to your muscles, and it's reducing that inflammation and swelling. So that's really cool about our table. But it's also paired with our red light therapy, which kind of does the same thing, except it has a little bit more. So it's not only reducing that inflammation, but it's also really good for your skin. It's building the collagen in your skin, as well as building the elasticity, kind of strengthening that skin to have that anti-aging remedy.
Wow. I definitely need to be coming in here, right? Oh, this is cool. What is this?
Yeah, so this is our little chamber here. This is really cool as well. This is our hyperbaric chamber. And so what it's doing as well is it's giving you 4 times as much oxygen as you typically breathe. And so it's giving you that faster recovery process. So all that oxygen that's going into your muscles helps you recover 4 times as fast.
Oh my gosh. How long do you have to be in there?
So this is a 60-minute session. So we have people go in there. I tell people it's like sitting in an airplane. You can have your tablet, your iPhone.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Whatever.
I get a little claustrophobic at these things. But if I could have something to entertain me.
Absolutely, and this actually blows up. So it's not only, it's not that tight space.
Really?
It blows up a little bit more to give people a little bit more surface area in there.
Have you done all this stuff?
Yeah, I've tried all of it. All of us have.
And it's exciting?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's actually not bad. It goes by quick. Like I watched a TV show in there.
Oh my goodness, that is really exciting. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, here's our 2 nurses. So we have 2 RNs here. Both of them do.
I'll stand close so they can hear you through my mic.
This is actually one of my clients.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have both of our vitamin IVs here. And so both nurses do that. And then this is our eVolt system as well. So this does all the body fat. It tells you everything that's going on inside your body.
Oh, wow.
So our nutritionist can go over that with you. I can go over that with you. And it's a really cool system.
So you know everything that's going on inside your body because you use that every time you come in?
Yes, I do.
Well, what a scary thing to know. Okay. No, okay, so what have you get done? What are the services you get done here?
I got the IV right now, and I did my body, the BMI, So it tells you everything. It tells you your left arm, how much fat you got on the left arm, the right leg, torso, everything.
What kind of IVs do you guys do here?
So I have plenty. I have stuff for youth revitalization. I have hangover, hydration, keep you nice and healthy during this season of COVID and flus coming up. I have natural defense. Tons of stuff.
Do you have one shot that's a one all shot, or no? You have to do 8 different ones for everything.
Yeah, well, like there's a little difference in some of them, but we do have like the liquid lift that has pretty much everything.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm also getting involved. I have semaglutide, oral. The injections will be coming shortly. Hair rejuvenation, testosterone.
Right here.
You do look really good. When you've been coming here. Like, you look good.
Yeah.
And testosterone. Oh, okay, I love this. And this is your office?
This is mine.
Oh, this is pretty. We gotta come take a look at this.
Come on in.
The chair matches me, or I match the chair.
you look great.
We planned that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to be next to you again. We gotta hear you. We gotta hear. So I get a little close to you. Just know why. Okay.
Yeah.
So explain. So this is where everything happens. So they come
Yeah.
down, they sit down, they tell you what's going on.
Yeah, so what we do is I schedule with the medical director a good faith exam, make sure that you're healthy and everything is good. We don't need to worry about any allergies or any medical issues. Get your vital signs. I give you a questionnaire, a little bit of form.
Oh, so you can tell people what they need. If they come in and they're like, I don't know what injection I need, you'll tell them?
They can come in
Oh,
and
that's
say
cool.
what they want with their life, what they are lacking. People that are performance people, I ride motorcycles. I'm out in the heat all
Nice.
the time.
I just came back from Sturgis, so.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I did a lot of riding.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good. Yeah. But it's like when you're riding motorcycles or you're out there doing a lot of endurance stuff, you're burning off a lot of electrolytes, a lot of vitamins, and mainly hydration.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I had a million Charlie horses. I just kept on pounding pickle juice, pounding. I didn't, you know what I mean? So I should totally see you right now, for real.
Yeah, you can come in to me and I can give you plenty of stuff to get you where you're feeling 100%.
Right on.
Also for migraines, I can help. I can come to you mobile. And
Oh, gosh, so many people need that.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
instead of going to an ER and getting your IV at the ER with the medications, I have everything. I'm an ER nurse. I've been an ER nurse for 25 years. So I've worked trauma. I know what you need.
You really do. You are like the full package. I love that. Wow.
So, instead of going to the ER and sitting there for hours and around a bunch of sick people, I can come to your house, give you
That is
take care of your
awesome.
migraine right there. Stuff to help you IV-wise with growing your hair, your nails, regenerating the cells, making you look glow and feel young and youthful and revitalized. People that are endurance, weightlifters, runners, have stuff to recover for that. People that are just drinking a little bit too much on the weekend and they're feeling a little cruddy the next morning, I have stuff to help settle the stomach, replenish all
We need to put those posters at companions down the street. Like,
So
awesome.
all kinds of stuff. And here at this office, nice comfortable chair. You can work here. You can bring your laptop, do all your work while you're sitting here for about an hour.
Yeah.
Or you can watch a movie. You can take a nap.
How cozy. I love
I'm the
it.
only one that needs to stay awake.
Oh my God, I love this.
Yeah. So, or I can come to you.
Thank you so much for talking, to us about that. And what's your Instagram?
It is Tamu's _med_spa.
And you're good at getting back to people if they
Oh,
want.
yeah. You get a hold of me. I will get back to you immediately.
Well, thanks for talking to us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming and talking with me.
We're gonna grab a card over here. Definitely need all this. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I love your helmet. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Wait, what about? Is this a private
And then
room or
this
is
is
this closed?
So this is closed.
Uh-oh.
I can open it, but it's one of our other nurses, and then that one I can open that.
What
as
does this
well.
nurse do?
So she does like a lot of like the cryofacial. She does like.
So there's
a lot of,
different.
Like, the
That's
aesthetic
great. There's
stuff of it.
everything. So she's not here today.
So she's not here right now. No,
Right.
I think she should be in later today.
Can we go in there now?
We can go in there.
I want her to get mad.
No.
Oh, no,
I
it's
think-
locked.
I
She
think that's
doesn't know
that
when it's
one,
in there.
That one we can open too. I don't know if that key's in there.
I don't want to get in trouble. I don't like to be in places I'm not supposed to be.
No, this one's fine. So this is our massage therapist. And so what she does is
Oh,
she...
so I didn't even know. Okay, cool. We can
Yeah.
get a full-blown massage here. People ask me every day.
Yeah. So she does ashiatsu. So not only does she use her hands, but her feet as well. and it's supposed to be the deepest form of massage you can possibly get.
There are so many foot fetish people watching this
Yeah.
are getting way too excited. I don't know about that, but this is cool.
Yeah, she is amazing. She's
I
gotten
see
so many
this.
good
Oh my gosh, the photos. I mean, that is,
Yeah.
wow. I've never had that.
And so that's what these bars are up here. These bars are
Oh
for
my
her
goodness.
balance. Not for her, she's not putting weight on them, but she's balancing on there.
This is exciting in so many ways. This might be the most exciting room we've ever done on the show here.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of cool stuff going
I
on.
love that. Oh
Absolutely.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for the tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for sitting with us today. I'm so happy to be inside the new Flex Factory. Tell us about the journey to get here.
Well, if the name sounds familiar, Flex Factory Nutrition was a supplement store in Clovis for almost 20 years. And I partnered up with my partner Lucas. He worked at Flex Factory for a while, and we opened up an actual all-in-one wellness center. So now, besides supplements, we have a lot of other things to offer for the community, not just for your fitness and not for your overall health. And I'll send it over to Lucas for him to add a little bit to that.
Yeah, so essentially here, we both do nutrition. We found ourselves outsourcing our clients for all kinds of different health modalities, whether it be deep tissue massage, vitamin IVs, or recovery services. So our concept here was, why not make it one-stop shopping? So we offer all of that here as a one-stop shopping recovery center. And it's not just for athletes. This goes for really just about anyone looking to get the most out of their nutrition, training, and overall health.
Recovery center. Okay, I like that. Now I get it. That's the one. Like that's the buzzword to implement that. I love that, and I love that. I can't even believe like all the services that you guys offer. I have a question about the bed with the infrared. What's that called?
The vibroacoustic table with red light therapy.
Okay, so they said it's a lot about the tension. I know you worked a lot with Dr. Green. Can you tell us, is that like the stuff that he was doing with his like his exercise? You know, you like wore the little like stuff.
It's a little different. So this
Okay.
works in with frequencies, how frequencies affect the body. So we're the only one that has this table that vibrates at a full spectrum of frequencies. And the idea is to relax your body at a cellular level. So it's going to affect your organs, your cells, at different frequencies affect different parts of your body. So that's kind of what that does as far as, and we market it more for the relaxation part, and help for anxiety, better sleep, and things like that.
Oh wow! And then what is the infrared supposed to do? How does that balance?
I'll let him think about that part.
Yes, that's going to be great for anti-aging benefits. It reduces scarring, reduces inflammation, and overall it's going to promote a feeling of well-being. So when you pair the table with the PMF grounding mat with the red light, it's going to have a guided meditation with it through a headset. It's a 30-minute session. Afterwards, you feel rejuvenated and almost as if you just got a massage. So kind of like relaxed, tired, ready to go.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. And then what about the hyperbaric chamber? Tell us about that.
So I first got introduced to those over 20 years ago, just for my own. I was bodybuilding a lot, and the recovery aspects of it were amazing. In other countries, they use it for different health modalities, for disease control. Here, a lot of top athletes like LeBron James has one at home. A lot of top athletes. I have Michael Jackson had one at home. They slept in them. It's pressurized, and it's going to force oxygen deep into your body to create an environment of pure health. And it's a healthy environment for more oxygen in your blood. That your blood normally, our blood carries nutrients and oxygen. So it's going to saturate you with more of that. And it has a ton of health benefits that will go with that. For recovery, like for surgeries, it's popular now in the LA area. After surgery, they'll have people do a saturation in that, and it'll accelerate healing up to 70% faster from injuries, from surgery.
That's really important. Wow. And so, in the other rooms, you have somebody to guide them about how long they should do other things, like how many sessions. So who guides them whenever someone comes in to use these services? Do you guide them on like, okay, this is where you're at, so you should come in here twice a week, once a week? Who does that?
So with these things, it's one of those things where you'll get benefits from one session. But to notice long-term benefits, you want to do it regularly. I always tell people it really is case dependent.
Right.
For example, there's sometimes where you might want to saturate yourself with the hyperbaric chamber, and once you kind of get that initial saturation completed, you can kind of do maintenance from there.
Right.
But the more frequent you can do it, the better. We offer memberships ranging from 2 sessions a month all the way up to unlimited. So it's really going to be case specific and what your schedule allows. You can come in, you can meet with us, and we can put together what we think's best for you in your case.
Okay.
We've had 2 people that just came off of surgeries, and they've been in the sessions, 2 sessions or 3 sessions, and noticing remarkable like recovery and reduced swelling, and I feel like their healing has been accelerated.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. And then all the supplements you guys sell here, you sold at the other shop, right?
Yes.
Right. So it's still that's where it all started. So we're still a supplement store at heart. We still do the nutrition programs. We don't carry as many products on the floor, but we do have them in the back actually for overflow. For aesthetics reasons, we didn't want to overflow it.
Well, one thing that's noticeably absent are the t-shirts. We're going to get my t-shirts.
We gave them all away at the grand opening since we're pretty new.
I was there. Nobody gave me a shirt.
They were in the gift
They were
bag.
in the gift bags, yeah.
Nobody gave me a gift bag.
Oh, we might have ran out before you got here.
Goodness.
We had them for the first 100 people.
I was out there when you guys did the whole cutting.
But stay tuned. We will be bringing shirts.
Got
soon.
shirts in the works.
Shirts
Oh
are on the
my
way.
goodness. Yeah, okay. You guys will sell shirts here because that's something
Absolutely.
everybody wants from
Absolutely.
you guys. Okay.
Of course.
They're coming.
And so the memberships, you said that you offer the 2. Can you do a membership where you get everything?
Yes.
Okay,
We
so
have
what's
all of that.
What does that entail?
I'll let Lucas. He's my expert on that.
So we really let you allow yourself to build it how you please. Our massage therapy can be paired with the red light, the vibroacoustic table, even the hyperbaric chamber, and it's really putting together what's best for you. So how many sessions you want of each thing a month, and we can package it together for you and get you the best deal.
And then as far as gift cards and all that goes, that's kind of like why I asked too, because if you want to give someone a gift, but they need to kind of come see you so you could gear things to them. How does that work?
So it's pretty cool. We don't actually have gift cards, but what you could do is they could purchase a session or a allocated amount called a ticket that we have.
Okay.
And they can come in and they can redeem that however they please with whatever service they want.
Okay.
So it's essentially a digital gift card.
Right on. And so what's been going on since you guys have opened up? What are some of the feedback you've been getting?
So everyone's given us overwhelmingly positive feedback, but a lot of people just don't know what some of the services are that we offer because they're so new to the general public.
They're too trendy too. I mean, it's like this is in LA, so you're bringing something really cool here we don't have here. So
Yes. So I think it's really just getting awareness out there and showing them the benefits and what this actually offers. Everyone that's tried it has loved it. So I think it's really just spreading the awareness and getting it to become more of a normal thing.
I never saw that massage thing. I thought that was really cool. Where she does like the full body massage like that.
Right. So the technique is ashiatsu, where she actually uses a lot of her feet to do it. And we've all got demos on it. And if you were blindfolded, you would not think it's somebody using their feet on you. It feels like hands. It's the deepest type of a deep tissue you can get because she's using gravity, her body weight, and really getting in deep. And we've had this is our 5th week of being open. We've had at least 4 people say it's their best massage they've ever had.
I totally believe that. That makes a lot of sense. And then you guys are so busy with everything. Are you guys still open to take new clients on for the nutrition and the parts that you guys do?
Absolutely. So everybody's set up here as kind of more independent contractors. Like Lucas is trained by Turp.com is his website. Mine is bodybyjimreyes.com. So it's not like the Flex Factory is doing it anymore. We kind of set it up a little different business model. But we're definitely taking clients still
I like
helping
the
you on your
privacy of it all.
Definitely, we have a private office now to do the nutrition, so we don't have to multitask and take a break and ring anybody up.
Right. Okay. So you guys are still taking new clients. Do you do a lot of stuff online and virtually with people, right?
Yeah, so I do almost all of my coaching online. I offer in-person options as well, but I do it all through a mobile app to where you can actually go in the gym, do your workout, everything's linked with a video, and you can log what you do. It sends me notes, so when we meet, I can actually see what you're doing in the gym without having to be there with you.
Wow.
And I'm working that way. I'm getting there. I still am an old school guy, so he's dragging me into the century here by doing it that way too.
Oh my goodness. And you're still doing a lot of the diets, right?
We're both doing a lot of diets still, yeah.
And you're still doing all the bodybuilder diets. I know that people are still coming to you when they're competing.
Right. We both do that. We work with all athletes, just soccer moms to athletes, so we do it all.
So you guys don't really do the local shows anymore, but in the future, how does that look
So
for us?
we did put on the shows for about 15 years out here, the Fresno Classic, if people remember that. We did sell those a few years ago, but we have something in the works. Hopefully in 2026, we'll be bringing some better shows with better prizes for the competitors. And we're going to make it really athlete friendly for the competitor. So we got some big things in the works for that. So they will be coming back with some shows.
So are you guys good about posting all of this stuff online when you guys are going to do this, that, and the other? Get the shirts in, get that in, Is this the guy that's going to do it all?
No, I think we do have our
Yeah,
whole
so we have a
team
team
now.
that comes in and does it.
Oh,
So we have a social media team. We have a super prominent Instagram page. I do as well with Trained by Turpin. I'm always showing the new things that we're coming out with the
Thank you.
store,
We need to know
with
that.
what we're doing with coaching. It's definitely something you want to follow. We have a post every single day of the week, and it's going to be something that provides value to someone that's watching it. So you don't have to be a client. You don't have to be into working out. It's something that you can use as a resource for free value.
Well, I know you guys do a lot with bodybuilders, but I notice you guys do a lot with regular people. I think a lot of people don't just know that you just do so much with the average Joe.
Right, and for us, we both started this journey in bodybuilding. I bodybuilded for decades, and we both really fell in love with just helping people with their health. And that's actually, for me, it was more rewarding to help people that were struggling with just their health and to get in shape and to lose weight rather than to take an athlete and make them, shredded for a show and stuff. It was a lot. We change lives better when you're working with the average person and make them healthier.
I think people get scared by that because they see all the bodybuilding like awards and they see you guys and it's like you don't have to look like that to get the help you need to have a nice healthy lifestyle.
One of the things we did, and Lucas came in when I was already kind of implementing a lot of this, is bodybuilding. A lot of people might know how it's an extreme sport, and it's not always the healthiest sport in the way people do
Right.
it. We always try to blend in a lot of health in it. Like we've been doing gut health for over a decade, and that's so popular now. That's something that Flex Factory has been doing for years.
And one thing I really appreciate about you guys is that you actually, whatever you preach, you've been doing. I know you try every diet that you've ever given for the
Absolutely.
most part. So it's
Yeah, we actually do what we're recommending.
right. I mean that's really hard, and I commend you guys for that. That's really amazing.
Absolutely.
And so, as far as these new services go, the hair, I mean, obviously you're not a good example of that. But tell us, has anybody been using the hair stuff, and how's that going?
They have. So our RN that offers that's going to be Kelly. It's pretty cool. She does that, as well as even like a version of PRP where they can spin your blood, put it on like a facial, and it's going to reduce any wrinkles,
Right.
tons of anti-aging
Oh my gosh.
benefits. It's stuff I wasn't even aware of until she showed me it, and it's really, really cool.
Oh wow! No,
I
that's-
always tell people, I can get you to lose the weight, but I can't make you less ugly. She makes you less ugly.
Oh, I love that. No,
There you
that's
go.
exciting. Then what about the Botox? I heard at one point there's Botox. Was that the nurse I talked to?
So both nurses will do that. We have two nurses
Okay.
on a location here doing all the services that they
Well,
do.
I didn't talk to her about that, but I remember hearing about at one point that you guys were going to offer Botox. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I already had it done.
nice. That is so cool. I love that we can try all these things. And then so everybody comes at different times. So the best thing to do is to call and schedule what service.
You can call us because you can do it online.
Yeah, everything can be done online. All their calendars are on there with their availability. So if you're interested in a service or a session, you can just book off a time and you're good to go.
Oh, perfect. And so how do we do it online? Is it flexfactory.com?
It is ffnaw.com.
Okay.
So
And
it's the acronyms for Flex Factory and Wellness.
okay, and then what about when we want to go online? Is everything now on Instagram and all that? That's just Flex Factory, right?
So it's Flex Factory Nutrition and Wellness. We shut down the old page.
Oh.
Everything can be booked directly through there. We got the website on there.
Okay.
Got a link tree, you name it.
So we got the full name all the time. Okay.
Yep.
I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for talking to us today. And
Thanks. Thank you for coming out.
It's gonna take me if I do like one new service a week. I try to
You gotta
in my
try 'em
head
out.
think about all the things I can do here. So it's like
Absolutely.
Disneyland for me.
We got it all for you.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank
All
you,
right.
Sparkle.
Thank you for having us on.
Okay, so 5 weeks this place has been open, and you've been around for a while back in Clovis and everything. How do you feel about how it's grown?
I love it. I think it's really cool that they're going more towards the wellness side. And me personally, I like a lot of the services that they offer here.
Because we're getting older, I'll just say it. So there's a lot of anti-aging services. What have you tried yet?
So far, I have tried the red light and the vibro table, and I really like that. And my skin was just really glowy when I was done.
Wow.
And I felt really good afterwards. So I haven't got to try the hyperbaric
So you
chamber.
just did one session of each thing, what you've already tried, and you felt a difference?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. I noticed a difference with my skin. I just looked like it was more, like glowy and radiant and
Nice.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So then you have more on the list. And then none of the Botox yet? Did Lucas really try the Botox, or was he just lying? He really tried it? That's funny.
Well, I'm not due for it yet. So when I'm due for it, I will definitely be hitting up Kelly's room.
Oh my goodness. And then when you initially came to Flex Factory, were you doing diets? Were you ever on their diet plans?
Yeah, Jim started doing my diet last year.
And what is the difference from that? You've always been in shape, so only you know what your transformation looks like.
Well, I mean, when I started with Jim, I was already pretty fit, but I got stuck where, I didn't know where to add fats, carbs.
Yeah, let's get to that little point where it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was to that point where I didn't know which way to go. So I had reached out to Jim, and he started doing my diet. He's been doing it ever since.
Is it normal, or does he give you crazy diets like he does himself? Because I know he does like every crazy extreme diet there is.
It depends. Usually we go with what works for my body, and so we just stick with like carb backloading always.
Good.
Works
So
for me.
you haven't done all the crazy things yet. It's just
No, not really.
Okay, good.
We did meat and
The high fat diet.
No, not really. We just did like high protein and low carbs. So my carbs, I had a bad injury, and so he pulled me off all the starchy
That's
carbs.
right. Okay, so tell us about that. Is that shoulder, and you still have issues with it, right? The shoulder injury.
Well, that's injured too.
No, I had apart, girl.
I had a major thoracic injury to where it went all the way across and down my intercostal muscles, and my intercostal muscles stuck to my rib cage, and it was so bad that I had twisting spasms around my heart.
I just remember your rib pops out sometimes.
And then my ribs were popped out, and I was like that for about 2 months before we realized the ribs were actually out, and I was still trying to work out, and I couldn't even breathe.
Wow.
They had to physically go in and push the muscles away from the rib cage.
And then what can you ever do to not have that? Nothing?
I just have to be careful now and
It's
be
like
mindful.
one rib though, right?
I had 2 out. I think it was 2.
Can they remove them?
No, they actually pop out and you just put them back into place. So the chiropractor did that.
What if you wanted to remove them?
Well, I don't want to remove them. So I guess you could. People do it for a tinier waist, I hear.
But I heard Marilyn Manson did.
Yeah. I just have to be careful now, and I don't go crazy in the gym like I was. You know.
Okay, so what about the inflammation, the anti-inflammation stuff they have here? Would that help you because of that problem?
It would. So I need to try the hyperbaric chamber. I got injured before this place was open, and I didn't even think about, a hyperbaric chamber. I wish I had access to one when I did get that kind of injury, because that would have been, probably exactly what I needed. So if anyone gets injured, that's probably one of the first things they should try.
And his diets were a lot of like the anti-inflammatory foods,
right?
Because that's what you were going through. Oh my god!
Right. So I fixed a lot of my issues, with, like I told you before, my nutrition.
And I've seen the growth in you, because I saw it when you were like, you have to get into, because you were going like, you started baby stepping, and now you're almost back to, you're doing bigger weights now, right?
Yeah. I'm back to.
You're out of that whole.
Oh yeah.
Zone. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I know that killed you, huh?
It did. I went through a lot for about 2 years, and it was, it was very depressing. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back at it.
That is so.
I
awesome.
never stopped really. I mean, are you talking about like before they found out I needed some of my treatments that I was getting?
Well, yeah, I know that you were going less on the weight because you said you had this. You were nursing your shoulder and you're nursing.
Oh, from the injury.
Yeah,
I couldn't even lift a 10-pound plate.
Oh my!
In fact,
imagine.
my abdominal muscles had actually shut off, and so to pick up, I had a big ice pack that it was in my freezer, and I would go and pick it up out of the freezer, and I would go into like severe spasms because your abs, your core is engaged in everything you do. So when you don't have a core, you're using just your back muscles, and it would put me in those twisting spasms instantly.
That is freaking. I can't imagine you living like that with the way, like your experience to go like to that.
Oh yeah, it was 2 weeks of those twisting spasms.
Wow.
So yeah, I wish I would have had the hyperbaric chamber. That would have been very beneficial.
What are your friends most excited about? Because you're in the fitness world. All of our friends go to the gym. When you tell them about this place and they came to the ground up and they see the things, what services have you heard like in the background? Like, I want to try this, I want to try that.
The females pretty much all want the red light therapy, probably the Botox and facials. They're excited about that. A lot of the men, they are excited about, of course, nutrition and
the hair. I'm curious to see how that works.
I know. I want to see how that works too. A lot of people are excited though about the hyperbaric chamber. That's what I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Because we don't have that. I don't even know. When he says he has all this new equipment, I can't even think of the nearest town that we can even go to for any of these services.
Right. I mean, if you get burned or injured downtown at CRMC, they have one that we used for patients but I think that's mainly only if you
That you have to get an injury.
you were inpatient there, and then
you can't be a normal
transitioned
person. And yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. I know of one other. There was a chiropractor here. He had one, but he doesn't anymore. So I don't know of anyone
That's
else.
what I'm saying. I think this is it.
I think so. That I know of. But
That is so cool. And like they said, they were always outsourcing because they didn't have all the things that they have now. So
Right.
I think that's really interesting. They still have all the connections too. So when you come here for services, if you are needing to get a surgery or needing to get whatever, they still have people that they can recommend too for stuff like that.
Right.
They still have doctors to recommend, but for everything else, you can come here.
you can come here. It's your one-stop shop and get all your supplements. And
I love that. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
you're welcome. Thanks for having me on.
We are here today with Jennah the Gram. I think the last time you were on my show was like 2019.
Yes, it was a while ago.
Oh my gosh, you were in junior high? Were you even in high school
Yeah,
then?
I wasn't even in high school yet. I think the last time I came on. So,
And now you're 18?
yep, graduated
Oh.
high school, professional athlete now. So,
So what happened? You just got, I don't even know the difference of everything. You just got your, what's the title?
I just made my professional debut for boxing this last weekend at the Mandalay Bay Arena. I'm also planning on going professional for the MMA as well. So, it's ever since I was a little girl, you know, we've been training not only but wrestling, boxing, karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Nogi, and judo. And so now we're making it into an official career now, and yeah.
So what does that mean now that you're professional? You were just doing amateur level stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're going to be fighting the real
Deal now, yeah. So the amateurs was kind of just getting the experience, getting the titles and stuff like that. Now we're going for the big titles and the big belts, and so this is something I dreamt of since I was little, since the last time I was even on the show, and so I'm excited.
And you're a little hurt. What did you
little
make a mistake?
hurt.
Tell us about your. You won this last tournament on this last weekend.
This last fight, yes.
Okay, but you got hurt.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I kind of did it to myself. I misjudged the distance. I came in a pivot and took a headbutt. So it's okay. It'll heal, and we're getting ready to fight again, hopefully in October.
Was that before you even started the fight?
No,
The
it was
headbutt?
during the fight. So
Oh, okay.
I hope I don't do it before. I'm clumsy enough to do it before.
Oh
but-
my goodness, that's crazy! Wow. And so, what's the worst you've ever gotten hurt?
Probably when I ended up putting myself in the hospital from training. I ended up getting rhabdomyolysis from training way too hard.
What is that?
Basically, the muscles were deteriorating and shooting into my kidneys. And
Oh my
so I got a week sleepover in the hospital, and we weren't in training camp, nothing. It's just I decided to push myself super hard with boxing all week, and then went straight into Muay Thai, which we have super hard workouts, but I've done them before.
I love Muay Thai.
Oh, it's
Best
so much
workouts.
fun.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, and my coach, super hardcore. I love it. So my muscles already sore, went into that, and it just killed them. They swelled up, got super sore, and it ended up taking me out for about a month or two. So that was the
You could have
beginning of
came
this
here
year.
for recovery. Now we have a spot that we can come here anytime
Yes.
we overtrain. Oh my goodness. And so, What, like you said, you don't have your driver's license, but you have your fighter's license?
Yeah,
How does that work?
I don't have a driver's license yet. I have my professional fighter's license, but I can't drive.
That is so funny. Oh my goodness. And then what's your next fight coming up now? What do we got going on?
It's still in the works, but we're looking at October right now. So in North California. But it's, again, still in the works. So as soon as I find out and get all the information, I'll post it so everyone can go.
So this is your main job? Like, you're not going to go to college or do any job? You're just training? Is that it? Or how does that work?
Yeah, so training is definitely my main, I guess, focus, but I'm also will be going to college. We're going to be doing like construction, maybe a little bit engineering and EMT classes.
You can fit it in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right now,
cool.
my coaches want me to focus directly on this because it's the beginning of my professional career. But school is still something that's very important to me. You know, later on I want to be like a business owner, entrepreneur, and things like that. So I still want to have the backing of that.
And you get paid per fight?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the lifespan? I mean, because you have coaches, I know you can just sport for quite some time. What do they predict as far as like the lifespan of this?
They don't want me in it super long just because I've been doing it forever already, but I don't really care. You know, I want to be able to accomplish everything that I want to do.
But what about most girls like that you look up to or that are competing? What's the lifespan for them?
It depends. It varies on some fighters. Some fighters it's 5, some of it's 10. Like, it really depends on when exactly they start. Luckily for me, I got a big head start on everyone being super young going into it. So yeah, they usually peak, and then that's kind of when they start going like where they're not fighting as much and more coaching, things like that. So I'm gonna try to stay in it as long as possible. They might disagree with that, but it is what it is. As long as I accomplish what I want and hit all the goals, I'm happy. So.
And then what about the Olympics? Have you thought about that?
For a little bit, yes. I was on Team USA this last year for boxing. We went to Germany, won gold there in the Brandenburg Cup, and so we were planning on doing the Olympics this year.
Right.
But unfortunately, I missed the age by 3 months. I was 3 months too young, and so we trusted God's plan, and they wanted me to just keep coming back. You know, come back on the team, and then the next 5 years go to again. But I decided that's not what I wanted to do. My heart has been set on the professional career, and the Olympics were more of just to add on top of that. I'm glad I didn't. So now we're here. We're starting in the career of professional, and you know, I couldn't be happier. And it's perfect. Everything fell into place, and it's all because of God.
Do people usually do that, boxing and in MMA? Like, there are other fighters that are doing that dual?
There's some that are trying it now and kind of like dipping their feet in both. That was one thing when I started. I loved all the martial arts that I was doing, and I was like, you know what, I want to sign not only in boxing but also MMA at the same time. A lot of people said that's not going to happen, but now we're actually thinking we're going to be able to do it here soon.
So when are you trying to get the MMA one? When are you trying to do the professional MMA fight?
That will be through the UFC, so that's the goal. So do the professional boxing and do the MMA, most likely through UFC. But
and then do you have like a time frame for all of this, or just?
I don't have a time frame. It's all going to be in God's timing, and so when it happens, it happens. But until then, I'm going to train super hard and try to make it come as soon as possible.
What are your dream fighters to fight?
Whoever's in the #1 spot. That changes a lot, and so I want that spot, and whoever's there is going to be my way.
Oh my goodness! Wow. And then when you watch the Olympics this year for fighting, because I was like, the little I saw. I mean, what did you think? What went through your head when you saw a lot of how things were going?
Yeah, I was just happy that I ended up not doing it. So there was a lot of controversial this year, and you know, it's still an Olympic sport. Being an Olympian would be incredible, but you know, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't have too much of an opinion on that. It's kind of how it went. So
what are some of the awards you've won? So many you can't count, right?
Think of the main ones. USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame inductee. I was the youngest ever to do that. I have 3 national titles. I was ranked #1 in the nation 3 years in a row. I'm CIF state wrestling champion for high school. I was the first girl in Tulare County to do that as well. Now, after this last weekend, I'm ranked #3 in California for boxing, professional. And that's after one fight that I wasn't too happy with how I did either. But
what? Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So yeah, it's just a list of them. But those are kind of like the main ones that I've done. So.
But you said it changes all the time, the rankings of.
Yeah, depending on who fights who and when, that's kind of what changes the rankings and stuff. So.
Oh my! So with the October fight that you might have coming up, we're not sure about. Do you know who you'd be fighting?
No, not yet. That's all kind of the details that we're waiting on right
And
now.
that really happens, because I mean October's right around the corner.
Yes.
And that happens a lot of times where you don't have that much prep, or it's like a maybe, or it's up in the air.
Yeah, so for me, I always stay ready for the fight. I always try to maintain close to possible to weight.
So what's your weight range?
I try to stay in the 40s just because I fight at 147. I like to stay light as possible. So this last fight, we cut down to 40s. I was maintaining it the whole time.
Was that hard?
Yes, at first, but no, once we got in the flow of it, it was easy. I am the worst person to be around when I'm hangry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mean. And so after we get down to the weight, we're maintaining it and kind of just watching what we eat, it gets really easy. So the fight weight is 147, I came at 144, so it's perfect. That's the only time I ever get nervous for a fight is being overweight, and I'm always like 4 or 5 pounds under.
Have you ever had to cut weight really fast?
Yes and no. I actually never really had to cut too much weight, luckily. We kind of just try to maintain fight weight as much as possible. For me, it's a year-round sport, and there's no really like big time off, so.
There's never a splurge weekend where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna fight for the next 3 weeks, so I'm okay to have a splurge.
I definitely
vacation.
splurge every once in a while, but you know, you just gotta run a little extra, go a little bit more to the gym, go a little extra to like cover that.
And what about, is that the hardest part, is keeping weight off, or is it keeping it on sometimes, or is that not really a problem?
For me, it's just keeping it off, you know, maintaining
Was it ever a
weight.
problem to keep it enough on, or?
No, not for me, no. I've always been very solid, definitely like my dad, and just have a lot of like natural muscle. And so on top of that, with my training, my core training, even with my amazing coach Adriana, definitely use that to, I guess, better get me stronger, make sure all my muscles work together to make it better for whatever martial art I was training in. When I went into high school wrestling, she did all my workouts specifically for wrestling. For now boxing, she's done everything for boxing, and so it's really just maximizing my tools for that. So.
That is so exciting. And so you said you traveled to Germany. Where else have you traveled to fight?
That's probably been the farthest. This last weekend we went to Las Vegas. Where else? We've been to Colorado, Kansas, kind of where, for the amateurs, wherever the tournaments were, wherever the highest like national.
So now it's kind of going to change now that you're in the big leagues.
So yeah, now it's going to be wherever the big fights are, whatever fights that I could get on, beginning wise. So yeah, I'm okay to travel. It's fun for me, fun for my dad and my team. So.
Do you guys go out of the country often now in the professional level, or not too much?
That I haven't experienced too much with. That's going to be depending on what cards they get me on. Again, this was just my first fight. Was supposed to make my debut back in April, but unfortunately no one wanted to fight me. They went through like 5 opponents and they all backed out, and that was supposed to be in Fresno.
Was that because you're at the amateur level, but you're kind of too good for it? Is that why they were like? They
kind of would just Google me, and when you look my name up, you can see kind of everything I've done the last 14 years, and not everyone wants to face that right away. So it is what it is. I had to deal with that a lot during the amateurs. So I thought professionals, they're getting paid. They don't want to do that. Like, they'll just take it just to get paid. But yeah, thankfully God worked it out, and we ended up fighting at the Mandalay Bay Arena on a huge card, the Ortiz card. So it was definitely a blessing.
Oh my gosh, is there anybody that you're scared to fight?
No. Either way,
people are scared to fight you, but not scared to fight anyone. Wow.
Well, I'm a fighter, and the way I see it is, if you want to call yourself a fighter, you should be able to take the best, whether it's win, lose. You're supposed to be able to go at that. I mean, of course, you're gonna get scared of some people. For me, I've never had an issue with that. I trust my coaches, I trust my team, I trust myself. I know no matter what happens, you know, as long as I put my best effort forward and do everything I got, then we'll be fine. So.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming on my show. Where do we follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram under Jennah the Gem, Facebook under Jennah Creason, and yeah.
She is Jennah Creason. She is one of the best amateur boxers in the United States, but she is also a wild athlete outstanding in multiple disciplines of mixed martial arts. Creason trained 6 different sports. She started boxing when she was 9 years old, but she also trains jiu-jitsu, judo, Muay Thai, wrestling and karate. At only 17 years old, Jennah Creason is a 3-time national champion. She is ranked number 1 in USA boxing at 146 pounds. She is a junior Golden Gloves champion and national Silver Gloves champion. Creason also holds more than 10 national and world titles in mixed martial arts. and she is 2022 USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame inductee. Jennah's dream is to be an Olympic gold medalist and UFC champion. She is an unprecedented athlete. The closest to her is perhaps Holly Holm, but Holm was not as polished an athlete in grappling as Creason is. This girl is a problem, and I have no doubt that she can fulfill her dream in the coming years.
Okay, so your dad's been around. Last time you came on my show, he was there. So tell us a little bit about how he's been coaching you all these years.
Yeah, so since I was about like 2 months old, it's only been me and my dad. My mom left when I was young, and so having my dad, who wanted me to do martial arts and more of just protecting myself, he really only planned for me to do wrestling, and that was because I have 6 older siblings who all wrestled. They did boxing, stuff like that.
That many siblings?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
Did they ever make it as far as you?
They actually did better when they were younger and stuff. I kind of took it up into, I guess, a long-term way.
Okay.
And so I kind of took after them. I started wrestling because my older siblings did it, and
Did
I was
they ever make it to the pros?
No, so they did mostly amateurs and stuff like that. And
Wow.
so I kind of saw them wrestle. My brother was wrestling at the time, and I was like, I want to wrestle too. My dad wanted me to do it to defend myself, but I did it because I wanted to be better than them. And so we ended up starting with wrestling.
So it was just a friendly little competition.
Oh yeah, I want to be the best fighter in the family, which I mean I am now. Just in case they're watching, I am now. And so kind of just doing it for that, and then I ended up adding on martial arts, and he kind of just was there for all of it. He supported me through it. He told me, if this is what you want to do, I will support you, but as soon as you don't show interest or not put in the effort, then I'm done. You could do it on your own type thing. And so I kind of started going with it. I loved it, and he just ran with it. So he's been there for every step of the way, every tournament, every practice. And when I was little, he was watching TV, and I got in his face. I was like, Dad, listen. He was like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. I grabbed him by the face, and I was like, Dad, I want to be the best in the world. And then he was like, okay, she's serious about it. She's not just saying it. And he didn't want me boxed. That was the one thing. He didn't want me to get hit in the face. I mean, he doesn't want to see his little girl get hit in the face, of course. He put that off for weeks. We found out about the free boxing program at the PAL, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go tomorrow. We'll go next week. I kept pushing it off. We got there. He threw me in there with all the boys that were boxing and stuff, kind of went through a line of boys sparring. He's like, okay, she could spar, she'll get hit in the face, we're done, and we could quit. We could just go back to wrestling. 10 years later, we are now professional boxers, so his plan didn't really work out for him.
Oh, he was hoping you wouldn't like it anymore after you got hit in the
Yes.
face. That is hysterical. Oh, my goodness. And that didn't faze you at all?
No, I loved it. Every one they hit me, I wanted to hit them with 2 more. And so I kind of was just a brawler when I started. Didn't know what I was doing quite yet, and so I was just throwing. If I got hit, but I wanted to make sure they felt my hits more.
Wow.
Now I box a little bit smarter. I'm able to keep my hands up, defend myself most of the way, and do well there. But yeah.
And have you had other coaching besides your dad?
Oh yeah, so my dad's kind of just like a dad coach that kind of is the full-time coach.
But you switch off from each sport, like you have a few MMA coaches.
So I have my boxing coach, I have my MMA coach, karate, sensei, stuff like that. So all of them I have separate coaches.
You switch it up though, huh? Or have you had one coach the whole time?
Most of the coaches, basically all of them I had since I started each martial arts.
Really? Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, we found what worked. There are different gyms and stuff, but I found the best coaching, best training I have, and kind of stuck with it. It got me this far.
That's impressive. Okay.
And so we're getting ready to go to the next level. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! And they never recommend that you go other places. Sometimes they're like, okay, we've done what we can do. Go here, go there.
No, yeah. So that's something they never done. They know eventually, once I get to a level, I have to go to certain training camps.
That's
and
what
stuff.
I'm saying. Like I think it switches off.
They do it because they are the most supportive. They want to see me be successful. And, that's exactly why I want to stay with them, because they're doing everything possible to get me there. It shows that they care and shows that they love me. And we're at the point where I don't even see most of them as coaches. I see them as family. And so it's amazing. I have great support system, great team, everything. So
what fight did you lose that really upset you, where you really think it was like your fault?
That's a good question. I had a couple when I was younger that I guess were controversial losses. and mostly due to reffing, but I was mostly upset with myself because I didn't put the girls to sleep when I should have and knocked them down. But
Do you think you went too soft initially at some points?
basically, yeah, I lost that because I left it up to the judges, which is the one thing you should never do in any fight. And because I left it up to them, I ended up losing, even though really shouldn't have. I was upset with myself on that because it was my fault. I should have finished it and been done and still got the win. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's going to come later in a book that we're working on now.
You're working on a book? Oh my gosh, tell us about that.
It's something that's kind of just me and my dad that we're doing right now. He's been doing a lot of like the older stories from when I was younger, from when my siblings were younger, which is hilarious. They were insane. They were fun little kids, I guess. And kind of just my story and how I got to this point. Yeah, so we kind of go through all this like tales of all my training and when I was younger, growing up into the martial arts that I do, how my dad's relationship with me has affected it, how my relationship with my siblings has affected it. It's going to be really interesting, and I didn't really realize it, but looking back on it, everything that we've done has been super funny, and so it should be good, and I hope to get that published. So. Oh
my God, you have to come back and promote that.
Yes.
I love that. And what about like some of these girls? Do you fight them again and again? Where you're like, oh, I fought this girl before, and now do you ever get that fight that you wanted to have over and over with the same component?
Sometimes yes, mostly for wrestling. In boxing, it was kind of someone would fight after the fight, we'll be friends and all, but they would never really want to take a fight again with me. So I guess it's kind of good. Yeah, we try to reschedule fights with some girls because I want to do something different or if there's no one else, but it was mostly in wrestling. For like tournaments and stuff, like we would have to wait to the very last minute before the deadline to sign up for a tournament, like nationals or whatever, because if not, people will drop or they'll move weight classes. They'll do everything to avoid fighting me.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was more of a problem, especially when you try to sign up early. But, you know, it is what it is. We made it work because I still wanted to compete.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So who's your dream person now? You said it's a person in the #1 spot. Who's that person now?
There's a few girls that I'm looking at that are kind of running the weight class right now. I'm not sure where they're going to be at because some of them compete in multiple weight classes.
So that's normal. So do you ever do that?
I have before in amateurs. So in professional, I'm in the welterweight. Some drop down a weight class, some go up a weight class, really depending on how their body can handle the cutting weight. So at the end of the day, whoever's in that spot, that's who I want. So I'm not really picking certain names. It's just whoever's there, that's in my way. So.
And then did you go to a lot of shows that were like the professional shows back in the day and see like how that all worked?
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I used to love going to like the Save My Center for the fights, stuff like that. Jose Ramirez fighting in the Fresno was incredible.
Do you know him? Have you met him?
Yeah, many times.
So what does he think about you?
Hopefully good things. Hopefully as
I'm
a prospect.
Sure
But no, when I was younger, I would go to the Save My Center to watch him fight, and my original professional debut was supposed to be at the Save My Center on his undercard. And so it was kind of crazy to see how the time went by and, you know, ended up from just watching to being on the same card. It's incredible, you know. When I was younger, I don't think this day could have went any slower. Like I was dying to get here, and now it's here. It's incredible.
And did you have a big celebration over it?
Oh, we will. We definitely will. But this is only the first step, so I don't want to get too excited. Once I have the title and the belt, then we'll celebrate a little bit more. But there's still work to be done, and that's what we're going to be working on.
Awesome. Well, next time you come on, I hope you have your book published and your license, girl. We gotta get on that.
Yes, we're working on that now, I promise.
Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
I'm thinking you be Mr. Martin Cronin. Boys, go back inside now.
I'm in search of someone that fancies himself a shootist.
What you need a gun hand for?
Gotta find someone, settle a score. Please let Mary still be alive.
What is the matter? They're coming. The men that killed my family.
We had a specific plan to follow.
White came looking for Everett. He can track like nobody else can.
If I do this,
I will do it for her.
Where is she?
Dear Father God, I come to you with anger and revenge in my heart. I know that vengeance is yours. I ask that you allow me to be the vessel of that vengeance.
Felt right in the moment, felt right in the summertime. It felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh, I must confess, dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't wanna be just friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Sujin, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.
I'm thinking you be Mr. Martin Cronin. Boys, go back inside now.
I'm in search of someone that fancies himself a shootist.
What you need a gun hand for?
Gotta find someone, settle a score. Please let Mary still be alive.
What is the matter? They're coming. The men that killed my family.
We had a specific plan to follow.
White came looking forever. He can track like nobody else can.
If I do this, I will do it for her.
Where is she?
Dear Father God, I come to you with anger and revenge in my heart. I know that vengeance is yours. I ask that you allow me to be the vessel of that vengeance.